This was not a city that held out a lot of hope or opportunity, especially for young people. Whether you measured it in jobs, whether you measured it in music and shows, because when I was a teenager, my life was music and punk rock and being able to see the bands that I was reading about and listening to, and they were bypassing our city. They'd play Tucson or Phoenix one night, and then 2 nights later they'd play in Austin, and if they stopped in El Paso, it was to gas up or maybe stay in a motel, but not to play music. And that was just my one little, small example of things not happening here. There not being life and energy and activity and possibility and hope. And so, like a lot of young people, I wanted to leave. I wanted to get out of El Paso, and I wanted to go where the energy and the excitement and the opportunity were. When I came back in the late 90s, I wanted to be part of what was happening in El Paso, deciding who it is we wanted to be, how we were going to get there, who was responsible, and how we were going to measure that progress. And so, part of that was me starting a business, which I was very fortunate in doing, and having some great friends and partners to start that business with, finding great people in El Paso to work with us, and really being fortunate. And lucky in that way, and then getting really involved in civic society. So I started a magazine online with some friends 12 years ago called StantonStreet.com, and our mission, kind of not too unlike yours, was what's exciting about El Paso right now. What are the stories that we're not hearing in the newspaper and on TV, whether it's politics, whether it's culture, whether it's Mexico, what's going on that is exciting for us and that we want to tell the rest of the world about. And got involved in organizations like the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. Ultimately ended up running for city council, meeting my amazing wife Amy, starting a family with her, serving 6 years on the council, and then making the decision a year ago to run for Congress. So that's my, in a nutshell, my evolution with El Paso. And along that time frame, I got to be a small part of some really exciting things happening here. The most exciting of which was this community deciding that we were going to be great, and that not only did we have the potential, but we were going to capitalize on everything that we had here. Our relationship with Mexico, these amazing mountains, the culture here, the people, the work ethic, and we were going to start making things happen. And the medical school happened, downtown happened, a whole new generation of political leadership came into office that I think has helped wipe away much of the public corruption that we're now seeing play out through the judicial process. But most of those players now who are part of that corruption are gone, and you have these amazing, relatively young, ethical, hardworking leaders like Veronica Escobar and Steve Ortega, Ana Perez, Susie Bird, and many others, and others yet to come, who are excited about this town and want to give everything they have to help move it forward. My feeling is that if you're willing to give it your all here, you can start a business and be very successful. This town rewards merit, it rewards talent, it rewards initiative, and it rewards youth, because we're painfully, acutely aware of the fact that tens of thousands of young people have left this community over the last 10 years to pursue opportunities elsewhere. And so they've enriched those other communities, frankly, at our expense. So when we get a young person who wants to stay here or come back here, we're going to go that extra step to help make them successful. So this town, if you have the initiative, if you're willing to work hard, if you have faith in this city, is going to reward you. And that's my message to young people who are thinking about coming back here, who are here and are thinking about leaving, or who have it in their mind to make their stand here but just need a little push. And my advice is, if you will make your stand here, you'll find that you'll be rewarded. And don't do it for civic reasons. Don't do it because El Paso needs you, although El Paso certainly does. Don't do it because it's the quote-unquote right thing to do, although it certainly is. Do it because you're going to be fantastically successful here if you give it your all. And I think there are so many stories that we know in common of people who've done just that. So I think this is the most exciting place in the world to be right now. There's greater opportunity here than almost any other place I can imagine. And if you recognize that and seize the opportunity, this is going to be a wonderful place to be.